What's up, everybody? Welcome to the newest episode of Papi's Gaming Show. So today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about Fantasy Life, Origin Island, everything about the story of Origin Island, the story overall of the game, everything that we've done, my final thoughts on basically the DLC and the game in general, and how hyped I am for the new one. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. Definitely make sure to like and subscribe. I want to give a shout out especially to my members, the PokeKid01, which is an Ultra Papito. Appreciate you, bro. And then Jack also for being a Power Papito. I really appreciate you as well. So yeah, thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's get into the main subject, the meat and potatoes of this, video. So basically, guys, I've talked at length about this game. This game is really fun. And I've talked about it in many other different videos, but the reason I love Fantasy Life, this game so much, is because I feel like it's really just like a beautiful mix of so many different games that I love. I mean, we're talking freaking Dragon Quest is like the things that it has related to Dragon Quest are like up the wazoo. It's like chock full of Dragon Quest like references or like similarities, I mean, it also obviously helps that level 5, developed Dragon Quest 9 before they even came out with this game. So yeah, obviously that's like a huge I feel like reason, cuz and I don't mean to make it sound like Fantasy Life copied Dragon Quest 9, but there's just so many similarities. So many. Especially with the new game, treasure groves, grottos, the RPG aspect of it, the lives, the just it's a different format of gameplay, and then also it's also got a mix of Animal Crossing, of Monster Hunter, of all these different other RPGs, but I feel like at the core they just have a lot of similarities to Dragon Quest 9 especially. So and again, obviously the team literally worked on Dragon Quest 9. So I feel like they were very inspired by it. And the thing too is I know that Fantasy Life was originally going to be like a DS game. They even have sprites for DS ideas or a 2D version. And so maybe it's not all from Dragon Quest 9, but I just can't help but think there's just way too many similarities basically. But anyways, yeah, this game, this world, everything is just so absolutely gorgeous. I love it. The characters, the NPCs, everything is just so lighthearted and fun and goofy and charming and cute. And it's just I don't know, obviously I love epic freaking RPGs like Elden Ring and Dragon's Dogma, these super hardcore, hard fantasy games, but I don't think I'll ever grow out of this more charming, sort of cutesy RPG type of games either. I really don't. Dude, I'm 32 years old, all right? I'm probably older than a lot of people that watch my videos, or maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I know I have the age groups are kind of similar to mine. There's some that are a little younger than I am, but I don't think I'm ever going to grow out of this phase of types of games that I like, So I like all of them. The hardcore, more mature looking stuff, and then obviously the cutesy stuff. And then this one, I feel like if this franchise continues, which I hope it does, like I'm gonna be playing this franchise forever, dude. Like forever. And so, anyways, but yeah, this game is just incredible, dude. It's just so much fun. It's so dude, so many times that I would literally laugh out loud. Like just like the characters, especially the NPCs from like King Eric, he's so funny, goofy, to like I don't know, everyone. Euelia is like super hilarious. I've talked about Euelia a lot on my other videos, but like she's probably my favorite companion character like ever because she is super like snarky, witty, funny. Her sister is even like more, but like more rude about it. But Euelia is more like quick. I don't know. She's more innocent, but still very witty. Like, but I love their humor, and yeah, it's just overall such a the characters, everything's just so well done. But in terms of Origin Island and the story and the basically everything that I've played about Origin Island, because I still haven't explored all of Origin Island, I'll be honest. Like it's really not that big compared to like Riveria, I think. I'm pretty sure. But like I basically like have done all of the story, and I love it. It was absolutely incredible. It was super fun, so much fun. The story of Origin Island is really interesting, and honestly, it kind of ties everything up in like a big, pretty knot, I guess you could say, because like everything is explained to you from like because when you're first completing the base story, you eventually find out that Riveria is just like a small little pocket dimension compared to like you know the universe sort of thing, and then Origin Island kind of ties everything together in terms of like the creator and the goddess and you know basically everything, and it does it in a really really fun way, and it also humanizes the creator and the goddess very very much, because basically a lot of like the supposed prophecies or ancient disasters that could happen or did end up happening was really over like I don't want to say dumb, but like over like just kind of normal arguments from like a husband and wife sort of thing. So it's just really funny. Like the way that they tied everything up is really funny. It's like it's super just cute and funny and charming and lighthearted, and yeah, I just love it. I love it. It's a very innocent, fun game that is perfect for all ages, I would say. And the story in general just makes you laugh. It's kind of like old school, like Disney movies. I say old school because Disney movies, 10, 15, 20 years ago were way better than everything we're getting now, except for like a few, movies. But anyways, like there's always something in Disney movies that like adults could find that were like humor, like for adults that kids wouldn't notice. And so that's why I say for all ages sort of thing, like kind of like old school Disney movies. But anyways, so yeah, absolutely enjoyed my time with Origin Island, with this game. I really want to keep playing more. I'm not going to lie. I really want to keep playing more. But any free time I have that I decide to game, I mean, I probably will keep playing, honestly, but I really should finish Dragon Quest 3. I, I really should finish Dragon Quest 3 because Dragon Quest 3 is basically like I've been waiting for that game for years, and I finally got it, and I still haven't been able to beat it in my personal file. And so I really should finish the game. I'm in the last area. Like I probably have a couple of bosses left before I actually have to fight Zoma. Then again, I do also have all the DLCs, or not the DLC, the post game stuff that I haven't done that I should do as well. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna end up actually beating Dragon Quest 3 anytime soon, but it's definitely on my bucket list. Because again, dude, I'm so addicted to this game. And like I said, I haven't even explored all of Origin Island. And also I'm only hero tier or hero rank in on for Paladin. And we all know that after hero is legend, and after legend is creator. And so I have 2 whole more ranks to do for my life in my main life, at least in fantasy life. So I'm kind of like, dude, like, bro, what do I do? But the thing is, like, there's also still more story stuff I need to do. Like, for example, I have to actually go up the tower again for something. I think I don't know what it is, but basically I did do the part where the grandfather of Pam is like, you know, handing Lunaris coins out to everyone, and that's another thing. It's like, dude, I totally want to get more Lunaris coins because there's like the armor for like some of the armor that you can get from the Lunaris coins, the gold ones, look really cool, and I kind of really want them. And so that's kind of another thing that I would love to do is like, and I still don't know exactly how to collect the Lunaris coins. I know that Pam mentioned that, you know, if we do things for her, she would give them to us, but I'm pretty sure the gold Lunaris coins are probably going to be way harder to get than the silver ones. So yeah, so I'm hoping to basically I still want to keep playing. Basically, I still want to keep playing this game, and it's almost depressing when I start thinking about it, because it's like, dude, I still I got Unicorn Overlord for Christmas, and I literally found it today, and it's still unopened. And I've been very interested in playing that game ever since it was announced. And I honestly don't think I'm ever going to play that game. I don't think I'm going to play that game ever, dude. I just, when the heck am I going to play that game? I just don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be able to play that game. So, yeah, I still have so much to do in Fantasy Life 3DS. It's funny because Erdrick, the Luminary, was asked, because I put I finally completed Origin Island, you know, and I still got a lot to do or whatever. And then he's like, what? A lot is not a unit of measure. How much is a lot? And I put too much. So I have a lot to do in that game. But I'm super excited for it. But basically, Origin Island was really fun. The characters I got to meet, Grace and Leo, were really, really fun. The village elder as well was hilarious, the old man. All old people in RPGs are always very funny. They're always it's always almost the same personality. They're always just grumpy old people that, well, the old men are always grumpy old men. And the old ladies are always sweet, kind, fun old ladies, basically. But basically, yeah, Origin Island was great. And I love the new characters I got to meet. And like I said, I still have a lot that I want to do and explore. So yeah, I still have a lot of questing to do in this game, and I'm absolutely excited to do it. So, yes, my final thoughts basically are that Fantasy Life 3DS is a beautiful, just absolutely charming, fun RPG. Especially if you could play with people, that would be awesome. And so that's why I'm really, really excited about Fantasy Life I, because it's everything Fantasy Life on the 3DS is times 2 from what it looks like. So I'm really excited to experience that. I'm really excited to play with other people, with my son as well. It's going to be a good old time. I'm really, really excited about that. So, yeah. And like I said, like I mentioned on my past videos, the Fantasy Life I reaction one, the latest one, and then also the other, like my final thoughts on the trailer video, I will be giving away Fantasy Life I. But like I also said on the thoughts video, is I still don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing them or anything like that, but just stay tuned. Stay tuned, because I will most likely be doing that in the next month or so, start like figuring out the details and actually doing the giveaways and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically it for my final thoughts on the 3DS version. And then yeah, I would love to play with you guys or anyone that's new to the channel with Fantasy Life I. I'm hoping I can complete my Nuzlocke challenge of Dragon Quest III before Fantasy Life I comes out, because when Fantasy Life I comes out, I will probably only be doing that for a little bit. But then again, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll still be doing something, because I still got like my Dragon Quest IX playthrough that I'm doing as well. Dragon's Dogma 2 that I've been doing live, I probably won't be doing that live anymore, to be honest. That's another game I have to finish. Elden Ring, maybe. And so we will see what I end up playing live on the channel. It's going to be the Nuzlocke challenge until I beat it. Even if Fantasy Life I comes out and I haven't beat the Nuzlocke challenge, I will beat the Nuzlocke challenge. It'll just be like, done on a different day or whatever. But I will beat the Nuzlocke challenge on the channel. I promise. Hopefully soon. Hopefully in the next couple months. Before this game comes out especially. But yeah, so right now, I guess we can move on to the next segment, which is basically what I'm playing outside of the main topic of the video. I already talked about Fantasy Life 3DS. I talked about kind of all these other games that I'm kind of playing, but the only one I really have played besides Fantasy Life on 3DS is, like I said, Dragon Quest 3 and doing the Nuzlocke challenge. So I did the Nuzlocke challenge yesterday, I'm recording on Saturday, the 15th, February 15th, 2025. And yesterday I went live for about almost 2 hours, I think, playing the Nuzlocke challenge, and I was able to beat the garboil. But unfortunately, the PokeKid 01 has died. So I am so sorry, my friend, for your death. This is your second death. And I truly am sorry about that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So what can I say? You have died again. And Thew3 is my newest party member. This is the third time Thew is coming back on my party, so shout out to Thew. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't die. So right now, the good thing is everyone has protection against instant death spells. So yeah, but I beat the garboil. I threw the mountain cleaver in the mountain, in the volcano. And I still have yet to go down to the maw or whatever of the Necrogong, because since I had to get Few 3 on the team, I have now been doing another training arc. Few is now past level 20, so that's good. But I kind of want to make more money and get like the best equipment possible before I go into the maw of the Necrogong. So that's probably going to take me a little bit of time for sure. It's probably going to take me maybe half of a stream to feel good enough to go through the maw of the Necrogong. I am seriously considering doing it solo because I really don't want anyone to die again. Like really, really don't want anyone to die again. But we'll see. We'll see. So, because if I do it solo, it's probably going to be harder, but it'll also be beneficial overall because I'll be even stronger and I can like basically help my party even more and have more chances of them, or I guess less chances of them dying in future fights. So I am kind of tempted to go solo for a little bit again. So yeah, then I might try that actually. I might try that for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling when I stream again next Friday. So we'll see. But anyways, those are my most current gaming sort of updates. And so now I'm in terms of watching what I'm watching. So basically, I am actually really. I finally caught up to Dragon Ball Daima, and that was a really fun time. Basically, right now I just finished watching episode 17. Because on Netflix, that's the newest episode out currently. Episode 18 is available on Crunchyroll, I think, but yeah, I lost my password and all that to get into it. Well, I'm using my buddies. Shout out to Poncho Panther. But I keep losing the password, so I don't want to dig for it and look for it again. So, I'm just lazy. That's what it is. But I'm cool waiting like a week for the next episode. Like it's not a big deal, you know? It's not a big deal. So anyway, yeah. But I am caught up, and it's been super fun. Goku just went Super Saiyan 3. He's fighting against Goma. They all like fought him like a raid boss, which was really entertaining to watch. But now Goku's getting serious. He went Super Saiyan 3. I wonder how well that's going to work against Goma right now. I guess we'll see. I am really curious to see if like Goku did go adult again, if he would just like obliterate Goma in Super Saiyan 3. But then again, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I am curious to find out though. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. From what Thew mentioned in the Discord, it sounds like it was pretty darn good. So I'm excited. To find out. So anyway, yeah, so that was Dragon Ball Daima. Now, let me give you guys a little bit of an update with my card game, Phoenix Quest card game. So first things first, ever since I started coming up with my concept for the game, I have been running into a consistent wall. When I was focusing more on like the TCG version and also with my board game version, I kept running into a specific issue, which is basically how I want vocations to work in this game and skills. So basically, in the game itself, there's going to be like physical attacks, excuse me, which are called strength-based attacks, basically. And then magic attacks or special attacks are called magic attacks, right? Or intelligence-based attacks. So I finally decided to, yes, keep them separate, because I was really fighting with, like, should I just have, like, attack no matter what it is, even if it's like a spell like fire, or if it's an attack from a sword, it's still just an attack. Or if I want to do, like, swords deal strength damage, and, you know, spells like fire deal magic damage. And so I finally just decided to do magic damage and strength damage. And the biggest reason why I was wrestling with this is because I want this game to be a board game, right? A card game. But I want it to be accessible and also very, like, easy to understand. And all of my thoughts basically make the game way too complex for a card game, way too complex for a board game. And it sounds more of like a video game, in the sense of, like, you know, there's all these hidden little, like, things that just make more sense as a video game. That, like, for example, when you deal a critical hit, like, in a card game, you have to roll to deal a critical hit, or add a second roll to see if your attack was a critical hit. And that's a separate action, and also more information you need to keep track of while you're playing. Instead of in a game, you just either land a critical hit or you don't, and that's it. It's like you don't have to worry about anything else, right? Everything's done automatically for you. And so I really want to add critical hits, right? I'm giving an example. But to do so, you're also somewhat sacrificing the player's, like, interest in the game, because there's too much that they have to do manually that might lose a little bit of, like, that fun factor, right? So I have been really wrestling with trying to make this game as less like tedious as possible, but also maintaining it complex enough that it's, like, really fun and entertaining. And so that's been my goal, because my end goal is to make a game I can play with my kids, my family, right? It's a game that I would love to play, that's easy enough to understand, but also complex, there's enough depth in it that attracts adults as well. And so, kind of like Dragon Quest. I mean, literally, kind of like Dragon Quest. But obviously, I can't copy Dragon Quest, so but the thing is, like, Dragon Quest I just recently came into 7-8 years ago, right? Like, I've had a lot of ideas since I was a kid for, like, a game I wanted to make. So a lot of the concepts are things that I've just either created myself, or, like, have gathered from many different games, or, like, concepts I figured out by watching an anime, for example. And so the game is very much, like, original in that sense, like the world, the characters, all of that. Obviously there's inspiration from other things, but it's very much like my own thing, and so I am proud of that. But anyways, the point, what I was trying to say is, before I went on to this long rant, is that the vocation system and the skills, because again, this game, there's only skills. There's no spells. There's no abilities. It's just skills. It's either a strength skill, a magic skill, because there's no MP or, you know, stamina. It's like this game, you have the skill and you can do the skill and that's it, sort of thing, right? And that's one of the things I've came up with to reduce this tediousness or stress or having to worry about MP or this or that while you're playing. It's just like I'm figuring it all, I'm balancing it all out in my own way, and so it all does make sense, which I'm proud of again. But basically, I got to a point where I just could not, for the life of me, figure out how to do vocations. Like, really how to do vocations. Like, how to set them up, how to learn new skills, when they get unlocked, how each skills differ from other skills, like how to balance skills like fire, with like ice and like wind. How do I balance all of that to make sense where it's not like one is too overpowered, or like how does magic, compared to strength attacks and not feel like it's overpowered. Like all of this took me a really long time to figure out, and I think I finally cracked it like literally yesterday. So yesterday I think I finally cracked it. So I've been like writing a lot since yesterday. But yeah, so anyways, I'm really happy about that. But my goodness, it took me a while. It took me a while. Yeah. So because I have like a better understanding of this, I should be able to just like basically come up with exactly how I want all the monsters to like, all the skills the monsters would have, all the skills the NPCs would have, all the skills the characters would have or learn. And so now that I have the base more complete, I should be able to kind of just figure everything out a little bit easier. So anyways, excuse me. I just wanted to mention that. And again, that I'm really excited about this game. I still have a lot of drawing I have to do as well. So, but the good thing is now that I have the base understanding of how, skills are going to work and vocations, I think I should be able to. I still have to like come up with more stuff, but now that I understand the basics, I think I should be able to really, pump everything out way faster, basically. So anyways, so there's that. But yeah, that's basically the update for my Phoenix Quest card game situation. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've covered everything I usually talk about or cover, except for the questions. I think the only thing left to do is the questions. So this time, as you can obviously tell, guys, I'm recording on my computer, on my laptop, just because I don't know. I just decided to do it. So it just kind of worked out. But here are the questions. Let's go through them. So the newest questions from Erdrick the Luminary. And again, guys, if you want to ask your own questions, which I totally hope you do, head over to my Discord. If you're not part of my Discord, join by clicking on the link to it in the description of this video and head over to the Ask Papi section, and you can ask up to 5 questions. They can be literally about anything. So ask away. I answer these questions once a week, or at least I try. And this week's questions are again from Erdrick the Luminary, but they are, let's start with the first one. It says, what is the original title of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone before the U.S. publisher renamed it? I prefer the British title. It makes more sense. If I have to look this up, I don't want to. I have no idea what it is. So, yeah, sorry. I'm not going to. My answer to your question is I don't know. There you go. What is the smallest country in the world based on the size of the land? So I'm not 100% sure. It's probably some sort of island. But I know for sure where my family's from, Uruguay, is very, very small. It's definitely one of the smallest countries in the world. So I'm going to say Uruguay, even though there might be a country even smaller than Uruguay. But yeah, my family's from Uruguay. I'm Uruguayo, and it's definitely one of the smallest countries in the world. Here's my mate from there. I actually just got this mate from my parents. My parents just went there last week, and they came back and they got me some goodies, and this was one of them, and I love it. This is the flag, by the way, of my parents' country, of my country, Uruguay. Um, so yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's my answer to that. What is the largest mammal in the world? So this is a trick question because people think that mammals are only land animals, but they're also the answer is whale. Basically, whales are also mammals. So yeah, the answer is whale. What is the name of our galaxy, and what is the name of our closest neighbor galaxy? Um, I don't Milky Way, and I don't know the closest neighbor galaxy name. So there's that. Do you prefer these more thought-provoking questions or the silly ones I typically ask? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever you like to answer or ask is fine. I don't really care. So yeah. Okay, that's basically it for my for the video. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed the newest episode. We will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.